Alfie by Meredith Hooper and Emma Key. Far, far away near the bottom of the world where the penguins live, a great white iceberg rose above the ice like an enormous whale. In its side, like a whale's watchful eye, was the ice cave. Emily and Alfie were waiting for their mothers. "I'm hungry," said Emily. "So am I," said Alfie. "Very hungry." "Your mothers are out fishing for all of your breakfasts and lunches and dinners at once," said Emily's dad. "They will be back as soon as they can." The great white iceberg glittered and sparkled in the sun. "You are never, ever to go near that ice cave," said Emily's dad. "Ice caves are dangerous when the sun shines," said Alfie's dad. Then they went on talking about the weather, as they always did. "I'm tired of never," said Emily. "It's all we ever hear. We could look inside just for a minute." "We'd be very quick," said Alfie. Close up, the ice cave seemed dark and silent. But inside, ice walls soared, glowing brilliant blue. Pillars of ice tipped and tilted, and Emily and Alfie felt very small. "It's so huge," whispered Alfie. "It's so beautiful," whispered Emily. "Let's play hide and seek," said Emily. "Catch me if you can," called Alfie, running between the pillars. "Catch me if you can," echoed the cave. "Ooh!" shrieked Emily. "Ooh!" echoed the cave. "You can't find me," called Alfie. "Can't find me, rolled the echo. Suddenly there was a terrible noise. Crack, rumble, rumble, roar! The ice wall shook. Great lumps of ice slipped and tumbled down, blocking the entrance to the ice cave. "We'll never get out now," said Alfie in a wobbly voice. "We should never have come." "I'm tired of never," said Emily bravely. "There's sure to be another way out," and she took Alfie's slipper. At the very back of the cave, Emily and Alfie found a little opening. They peered inside. A narrow tunnel seemed to lead on and on, deep into the iceberg. "We'll only fit if we go on our tummies," said Alfie doubtfully. "Let's try," said Emily. Suddenly, whoosh! The tunnel dived steeply down and Emily and Alfie began sliding, bumping into the sides, ouch! Crashing around the corners, help! Until they whizzed out into a small ice cave where a seal lay singing to herself in a pool of water. "I had hoped," said the seal, "that this was a very private place where I would never be disturbed." And she went on singing. "I want to go home," said Alfie. "So do I," said Emily. High on the wall there was a narrow crack. Emily and Alfie pulled each other up and looked inside. The crack seemed a very tight squeeze. "Just as well my tummy's so empty," said Emily. "I wish you hadn't said that," said Alfie. "I'm really very hungry." Emily and Alfie pushed and wriggled until pop! They were out of the iceberg and tumbling down onto the ice. Bump, bump, bump. "Where are we?" wailed Alfie. "Everything looks different." "We're lost," said Emily. "We'll never be found, never!" And she began to cry. Then Emily and Alfie heard the most wonderful sound. It was the sound of their mothers calling as they walked across the ice, back from the sea where they had been fishing. "Emily! Alfie! You must be so hungry," said their mothers, and they bent down and opened their beaks wide as wide. Emily and Alfie's little tummies got fatter and fatter and fatter as they ate all their breakfasts and lunches and dinners at once. I have never been so full in all my life, said Emily. I'm so full I can't even see my feet, said Alfie happily. Let's go and find our dads. Yes, said Emily. Let's go home. The end.